Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What up? What up? What up? What's going on, Skills? By the way, that was a good word this morning, bro. I appreciate that. Steve, what up? What up? What up? SP, what's up? Good morning. How y'all doing? So we basically gonna be talking about Bolsa de valores acumulou perdas e o real se hang on, let me see. He said produtos que o Brasil mais vende para os Estados Unidos podem ficar mais baratos por aqui. Trading NASDAQ futures. JM, what's up? No, but I'm actually about to get into trading futures. Give me 1 second, we'll get set up. Try to let everybody fall in first. Indeed, indeed. Yeah. We're gonna start doing this definitely like over the weekends. I have a group though, and I'm actually gonna open it up, and I'm doing something that I don't ever do. Like I'm lowering the entry fee. Normally it's like I said, normally it's like 100 to get in. I've dropped it to like 50 on certain promotions, but right now I'm gonna drop it to 20. I'm gonna drop it to 20, just to allow people to get in because I know there's a lot of people that deal with financial, imbalances, and people have things going on. They want to trade, but they don't have the starting fee right to join. So I'm trying to make it accessible for everybody to still get in. I put the link in the description for the waiting room. Your capital that you need to start trading. I always tell people start with as much as you can safely. 1,000 is great. You can start with less. You can start with less. Let's get over here and look at these charts. First of all, let me see if I can undock this. I think if I I need help. I'm just learning crypto investments and I'm lost. Yeah, we can go over that. Have I heard of Ulti? No, I haven't. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. No, I haven't heard of Ulti. Ulti, what is that? Steve, what exactly do you need help with? It's paying 9 cents per share. That's the waiting room link that I just put in the chat. After this month, it's gonna go back to the regular price. So if you guys wanna get in, like I said, right now, I'm gonna drop it down to 20 to make it very, very accessible for you to get in. Where you're gonna learn the basic understanding of trading. You'll receive your course. You'll have signals, daily signals. We trade live every morning. You'll have one-on-one opportunities. All right. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, you're more than welcome to. All right. Again, like I said, um, it's normally $100 to get in, but we're gonna drop it down to 20 to let people get in with no excuses. All right. So, Steve, like I said, you can join. I'm gonna give a basic understanding, like a basic, what I'm about to do right now is like basic. But if you want like a detailed everyday learning, working with me side by side, you can get into the group. All right. Now let's look at Bitcoin. I'm predicting Bitcoin to hit 125K by Monday, right? Or at least 100, anywhere between 120K to 125K by Monday, Tuesday at the latest. Bitcoin's at all-time highs right now. Let me turn this off. Once you guys come in, man, hit that like button as well. So, like I said, we got Bitcoin on a daily time frame. So I'm gonna show you guys how I trade personally. All right. Um, Again, very basic understanding concepts of how to trade. Once you get into the group, you'll understand these things a lot more. All right. So you can clearly see price pushing up right here, coming down, pushing up, coming down, pushing up, coming down. All right, we can see these is making different levels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my tool here and I'm just gonna make support levels. All right, so now you can see when price actually came down to this area, it respected this area. All right, so that'll be my floor level. Now I need to see where price makes upper levels, right? So right here, now we can see how price, when it comes up to this resistance, it rejects off of this, right? And now it's in a range. And if you zoom this out, you can see how smooth it looks, right? So they got another level down here. Now you can see how price is moving within these levels, right? Um, and me personally, I love when the market is ranging. And you have three different ways the market moves. It moves like this, right? Side by side, which is ranging, which is the best to me. Or you have a downtrend where price is just doing this, or you have an uptrend where price is just doing this. Price just never goes this way or goes this way, right? It's always making different levels, higher highs, higher lows. Does that make sense? So when price hits in these levels like this, in here, you're looking for sale opportunities, right? Price is pushing up into this resistance. So it's like coming up here, boom, and you're looking for it to reject off, right? Which is exactly what it's doing. And then when price comes down here to the support level, you're looking for the same thing. You're looking for price to come down and reject up, which is exactly what it's doing. Right? This is the best market to be in because you can buy low, right, and come up, and you can sell high and come down. So to me, that's the best market to be in. And then when it breaks out, right? So when it breaks out, Steve, if you're here, see how price is in this range, right? This is on a daily chart. So that means each one of these candles is one day, right? Each one of these candles is 24 hours. So it started this range, which is sideways, back in February 27th of 2024. And it was ranging all the way up until the breakout right here, November 6th, 2024. So it finally broke out of this range. As you can see, when price hits the support, see it down here, this wick actually broke outside, but then it closed back inside. And just like here at the top, you see price push up outside it's pushing up to it, but then it rejects off of it. Over here, you got it actually breaking out, and this would have been your confirmation right in here. Right? Once you see these candles closing up outside the range, then you can start looking for buy opportunities. And then you just saw this, boom, you could have got in. Right? And then price pushed up, created another level up here, came up, tested this level again. Right? Now it came back down to the previous resistance. Right? Now it's support because you see these candles closing above it. All right? Let me know if that makes sense. Over here to the left, it was a ceiling, right? Now it's gonna come back to retest it to make sure, okay, is this now a new support or is it just resistance again? But because price stayed above this, it's now support. All right. And then now we see Bitcoin broke out of this resistance twice or three times, right here, once, twice, three times. Now it's staying above it, and Bitcoin's gonna go out of the roof, right? Like I said, we'll be up here probably by Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, 125K. All-time highs right now. Bitcoin has never been this high, right? But if you just look at the simple structure of how to mark up your chart, it all will make sense. All right, so let's go back and do some of these. So you can see how price is kind of just like stagnant down here. Let's draw our line. All right, see once you drop this on your chart, how simple it is. All right, very simple markup. All right, this is back in 2017, so it's pretty much low volume. All right, 2017, 2015. This is the beginning of Bitcoin over here. Um, and you can see it was just stagnant, and then boom, ramped up. All right. Very simple. Very simple. So again, Bitcoin We don't know where levels is going to go to. We already know Bitcoin is the future. Um, I would say you need to be purchasing Bitcoin, not right now, of course not, because it's at all-time highs, because it's going to drop again. So to be buying Bitcoin right now is not smart. It needs to drop back down to these lower levels. And I've said this in my group, and I'll say this publicly for free. Um, I don't personally believe Bitcoin is going to go anywhere under 74,000 again. I just don't see it personally, just because of how in demand, high demand Bitcoin is, right? Everybody, pretty much, you got Coca-Cola, coffee, and Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is a household name right now. So the fact that they would drop Bitcoin, they would dump it so hard back to like 50s and 30K, 50K, 60K. I just don't see that happening. Just because it's a household name. Now I think the lowest it will go as like the new base level, as the lows would be like the 70,000s, right? Which recently happened in April. It was down here in 74K, 73K, 72K, right? Back in April. And it hasn't came back since. Right. And this is why I say Bitcoin is about to take off even more. Because this is a bullish flag pattern. Right. So this is a continuation pattern right here. If you know anything about patterns, this is what's happening. All right, this is a bullish flag. So when this happens, we're looking for consolidation inside of this range, right? And then boom, it just takes off. And we don't know how high Bitcoin is going to go before it dumps off again. But I would definitely say that um, anything within this range of 100K to 74K or 70K would be a good opportunity to buy in this yellow box. Like if price drops back into this zone, you definitely need to be buying it. Just because it's gonna keep going up, right? Bitcoin's not gonna go any lower. So if it ever drops back into these zones, you definitely need to be buying Bitcoin. All right, that makes sense. Steve, you still here with me? We're big on side. All right, if any of you guys look at XRP, same deal. All right. Back in the day, this is all I used to trade is XRP. Right? And XRP is also making a bullish continuation pattern. And it's already breaking out. All right, bullish flag pattern. It really can probably take this up here to the top. All right, exactly what Bitcoin is doing, making a bullish flag pattern, or it could be a pennant, however you want to look at it. But same move, right? To the top, to the bottom, to the top, to the bottom, some little stuff in between, and then boom, breakout. Right? That's what XRP is doing. And you can run up some money on XRP as well with very small positions. So whether you're trading Bitcoin or you're actually purchasing the asset itself, you definitely want to hold Bitcoin and XRP. XRP is again all-time highs. almost. All right, almost. Up here would be the high. It's gonna break out above this for sure though. All right, so you look at XRP. Look at this. This is XRP at the beginning, and then boom. All right, this was the previous all-time high back in here, and now we didn't already. This is the all-time high for XRP right now. So it's definitely gonna come up here and break out of this. Definitely. All right, so let's leave this here. So now you can see it better on the 4-hour time frame. All right, so you see how it's breaking out. It's gonna come back. Let's see where it's gonna come back to. It's gonna come back. See how it already broke out? Boom. It's gonna come back down to test this resistance right here, and it's gonna come back up here. So right now, the better thing to do would just be, again, wait for price to drop back down because you want to get at a cheaper price. All right, so you want to let price drop and then catch it when it comes back down to this area here. So when price drops back down into this area, retest and then get in for the buy. Very simple. Very simple. All right. You guys have any questions? I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Any questions? Any questions? All right. Let me show you guys. Give me 1 second. Get back over here. All right, so let me show you guys how you can turn a small account into a bigger account. All right. So this is USD JPY versus this is US dollar versus the Japanese yen. All right. If you had let's say a $200 account, let's keep it simple, $200 account, and you got into these positions, right? Very small positions, and held this on a higher time frame, which is what I always show how to do in my group. You can flip small accounts just by being patient. All right. USD JPY makes a lot of W patterns. All right. And if you don't know what a W pattern is, you can see it right here. Let me actually make this. darken. All right, W pattern, where you got the leg, right, and the divide with the V in the middles, right, and then boom, right, and the market should be pushing up, which is exactly what it's doing. So we have entries. There's people in the group, right, and I'm gonna show you guys here as well. Let's see that. Let me see if you guys can see this. Hang on. Can you guys see this? So this is a small account. Oops. Small account blues. All right. And just say it's like I said, it's very simple when you understand how to do this. All right. And you can see that I already have these levels marked out to like let me know, okay, if I just had $2, right? These numbers are based upon $2. $2. So all you're doing is investing $2 and letting the market run and do its thing. Once it hits this level here, you would have made 300 some dollars, right? Which is exactly what I just showed y'all. The next level is $678. This is profit off just investing $2. And this is if you had $100 or a $200 account. So it's not a shit. It could even have been like an $80 or $90 account, but you would have still been in profit, right? Next level is 1190, 2298, 2728, right? And it's gonna come back up here. These patterns normally come back and touch the swing high, which will be this level here. All right, because that's the start of the W pattern right here. See how price pushed down, came up, and it's just gonna move its way. Again, it's gonna stagger its way back up here to come up here and match this recent high. All right. You can also see this trend line that I got right here. Price pushed up to it, rejected it. Pushed up to it, rejected it. Pushed up to it, rejected it. Now look what it did. It broke out, right? Broke out of it, came back to retest it, and then made a massive bullish candle, which is saying that the dollar is getting stronger versus the yen. So breakout, retest. We have entries right here as well, and we're gonna ride this thing up to $678, 1190, so on and so forth. All right, by using just $2. So you could have did this is a real life example of what you could have did in the group with us. All right, I'm gonna show you some other examples of what it does on USDJPY. Here's another one right here. All right, down, up, down. All right, once price breaks this neckline here, see how price moved up? Here's the start of the W, and look where price went. Right back up here to the start of the W. All right, here's another one right here. And this is, again, on the daily time frame. Down, up, back down, break the next line. Here's the start of the W. Look where price went. All right, lots of W patterns, bro. A lot of them. Here's another one here. Down, up, down, up. Makes sense. Super simple. Here's another one here. It ain't always gonna be beautiful, but it is what it is. Once you can see like the bigger W's forming, then that's when you really want to lock in and get those positions ready. All right. So that's one of the positions that we're looking at right now. Hey, Jalen. All right, so right now I'm going to show you guys a coding that I made um, that people in my group purchased, and they have not been disappointed. Let me show you guys the win rate on this, and this is gold, right? So let me show you on gold real quick. Here's one. All right, so let's go over here. So right here, we got this support level. See this green line? Support level, right? So let's draw our line here. All right, support level. Now we got a bull candle, right? This is automatically going to pop up on your chart once you purchase this. If you purchase this, right? It's not. I can show you how to make money without purchasing this. But I just want to show you guys. I made a coding to where it automatically pops up on your chart after you purchase. All right, and you don't have to do anything else. Just wait for the shit to pop up and mark it up to see if it's ideal, right? Because there's some that don't line up, but the ones that do line up, you definitely want to take them, and you're gonna make bread, right? So let's say, for instance, this is our support level, right? And we got the signal popping up. So let me just replay this back so you can see how it looked in real time. All right, so let's go. This is the real market time. So there you go, right? Boom, popped up. Is it on a support level? Yes, right? So there we go. Good to go. Is it a healthy candle? Which means, are they two full candles? Yes. So then let's just say we want to do like, let's say 10, right? And we bought. If you bought right here, me personally, I see these wicks right here, so I'm gonna take my price. I'm gonna take my profit at these wick areas, like right in here. Or that would be my TP1. All right, that would be my TP1. My TP2 would be up here at the resistance, the high resistance level up here at the top. All right. So there you go. $50 in shit, less than an hour. All right. $50 less than an hour. Right there. Took it back up to this this resistance level right here where price is wicking. You can see these candles over here to the left, how price is wicking off this area. That's where I took my profit at. All right. Now we're getting a resistance off of that area. I personally wouldn't have taken this off that level, but if you did, you still could have made bread. All right. As you see, it's rejecting off of that area. All right. Here's another one. I personally probably wouldn't have taken this because it's on a resistance. See this red line here? This is a resistance. All right. So I'm not going to take a buy on a resistance. It's a strong resistance as well. Now, if you would have took this, it would have rejected, but then the overall would have went up. Now right here, all right, let's come back. Let's run this back as we saw this. Damn. Hang on a second. All right, so we can already see this resistance right here forming. All right, so we're just gonna draw our zone. All right, so there we go. We run this back one candle. There you go. So this is a healthy candle. Me personally, again, I would have took this trade. All right, and you can come back. This will be TP1 right here at this level here. These are scalps, right? So you're just in and out basically. Or you can come up here to this level here. All right, so let's see this, how it played out. 42 bucks right out of the gate. There you go. $140, $155, just like that. Super simple. All right, super simple. There's another level up here. I don't know if it came up this high or not, but we can see. There you go. There you go. Literally hit every one of these levels. There's another level right here. You can clearly see it. I don't know if it came up this high. Let's see. There you go. All right. Look at this signal. So this is the strategy that I coded for my group. If they wanted to purchase it, they could. It's super cheap. And I literally walk you through how to set it up on your chart. And all you gotta do is just wait. All right. This is a 30-minute chart. So all you gotta do is just wait for the candles to pop up, confirm it, boom. TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, $418, right? On the date. So on this play, it would have been like, again, it's a scalp. So my risk is it's low risk, low to medium risk. I do both. I do scalps and swing trades. But on a day-to-day basis, I do scalps. Now, unless I see something like USD JPY on a high time frame that is showing me something that damn I can do like a little account flip on a big move, then I'll take the swing trade. But normally we're just scalping the New York session, Asian session, London session sometimes. Not we don't trade in London a lot. Only time I'm really in London session trades is if I'm holding like a swing trade, or if I'm up early in the morning, I'm doing like German 30 or GBP pairs. Does that make sense? So again, high win rate, right? This is a very high win rate. Let me cancel this off. High win rate. This is a high win rate. So you can see that this is on a support level, right? We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We can only base it on what we see right here, right? We don't know if it's going to drop more. We don't know if it's going to go up more, but we do know that there's a resistance right here. So we got the signal on a support level. At the least, we could just scalp this up, right? So if you go to a lower time frame, you can see it. All right, so we're just gonna scalp it to that green line, right? That top green line right here. All right, so if you bought it right here, all right, a quick little $23. Nothing major, but you could have targeted this level if you wanted to, but it didn't go there. All right, it drops. All right, so you don't know that it's gonna do that. You don't know it's gonna do that, but you always just want to at least target the most recent or the closest level because you know it has a higher chance of going there. I trade futures with prop firm, but this is the same science. Yeah, bro. There's guys in our group that trade prop firms and futures and killing it, especially with this coding, bro. So at the least, if you just want to get the coding, I can send it to you, right? SP at the least. Even if you don't want to, like I said, I'm opening up the group for only $20. It's normally $100 just for you guys to get in. No excuses. Super cheap to get in, right? And see and learn. But if you just want to get the coding itself, that's fine, bro. You can do that. Josh, what up, bro? Aaron, yeah, I still do one-on-one teaching. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let me show you guys another example. Da 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 da. All right, let's run this back. All right, so right here we can clearly see price pushing up, right? It's making some type of zone right here. See this? It's making a zone. Support. It's a support zone. Price broke below it. Now it's a resistance. All right, so let's go. Let's go here, and we're gonna see if we get a bear signal. All right, and there's also a resistance right here. So right here, we would actually take this sell. Right, we would take this sell because it's on a resistance. And here's the level we would have scalped this to right here. $172. All right. The next level that we would take this to would be the green line down there. So now you can see how price hit it down here. All right. See how price was ranging in between and then it broke out. Right. So now you see it broke out and it's going to keep going. Now it came back into that range. See how it's ranging? It's just range. It's doing this side to side, side to side. Boom. Now it broke out. It's coming back to retest this. All right. What it's most likely going to do? It's going to drop down here. It's come back to retest it to come back down. All right. So let's see if that's what happened. Here you go. Exactly what happened. But look at the profits, guys. Look how much money. $525. All right. If you were to hold this trade. If you were to hold this trade and let it just do its thing. All right. All you got to do is just wait for the setup. That's it. Just wait for the setup. Right here off of this these lines give you the playing field. It tells you exactly when you need to get in, right? This is obviously a resistance. It literally lines up with the next green line, right? And you get a signal on the resistance for a sale. Perfect. All right, perfect. So what that would have looked like, your stop. So it would look kind of like, it would look something like this. Stop loss would have been above there, right? So you'd have got in here. Stop loss would have been above here, all right? Low risk, and you would have just targeted these lows clearly, and it just boom came up, came back up to your entry, and then dropped and hit take profit. All right, came up here and take profit. On that 525, how much were you risking? Um, Again, that depends on your. I'm just showing you guys the success rate with it. Uh, However much you want to risk. Me personally, when I'm scalping, I use like if I have a $200 account, if I know I'm going to only be scalping, I'm gonna put like I'm gonna risk like my lot size will maybe if I got $200, my lot size will be somewhere around $5 to $6, right? Which is again is about medium risk. Um, while I'm really monitoring my stop loss, I don't type in my stop loss. Right. So the profit margin is typically I usually go like a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. This one here was a 3-to-1, right? A 3.4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Right. So I was only risking nine pips to get damn near 30. So you can kind of gauge it like that. But gold is calculated differently, right? So that's a lot of money. Again, just by using uh, a very small risk could have still got you shit, damn near $200. If you would have kept holding this, because you see it's obviously ranging, right? So all you gotta do is draw this box from here to here, right? You can just see how price is ranging. And then as soon as price broke out, it's gonna come back in and test an area, right? Which it did right here. All right. So once price broke out, boom, came back and retested right here off of this resistance. You could have got in right here for real. All right. And then sold it. So let's just say you waited for the retest. Right. So price broke out and you want to come back in and test the middle of this zone, basically. Right. Tapped into it. You could have sold right here. You see what I'm saying? You could have, and that would have been a sniper entry right up in here. Let me get rid of that. Right here. Boom. Sell. All right. So as it tap back in, see what I'm saying? Right down here. Literally hit right off of this zone here, this support. Super simple, bro. Super simple. Where is he at? SP. So for you, you trade futures, right? So what does NASDAQ look like? What's the tag for NASDAQ up here? Is it NQY or something like that? Or is it just straight NQ? So we can look at the chart over here. All right, so here's another level. All right, another level here with the signal. All right, so again, the next target we're gonna take is the next level. All right, so which would be this green line here. You hit your buy button, all right? Not on TradingView, but in this example, we hit the buy button. As soon as we see that pop up and close, and we're just gonna take it back to the next level up, just like that. There you go, $181. All right, $181. So that's that example, and then you come back over here. See this big ass red line? That's a resistance. All right, so let's just draw a line across this. There's a resistance level. NQU. Okay, let me look at that here in a second. Mario, what up, bro? So we got the resistance there. Boom. And we got the signal. All you had to do is wait, right? That's an ideal setup here. Sell. Where we're going to take this trade to? Back to this line here, right? We also see that we have a support level on two levels. We got the green line and we got this box down here. All right. So TP1, TP2. Take profit 1, take profit 2. And let's see. Oh, let me run this back. Let me show you how I would have did this. All right. So we had two of them pop up. Two signals popped up on the same area. I'm adding another one. All right. I'm adding two positions at this point. All right. Because it's still a valid trade. It's still on a support level. Price is not breaking above it. It's staying below it. So for me, I'm still going to rock with that. I'm going to add another entry. All right. And then we're going to take it to TP1. TP hit right there, $200, right? TP2, so right here, I would close half of the positions, right? So I'm securing half the profit and letting the rest run to TP2, if that's what you want to do. All right. And it came down here, hit this box right here. $604. All right in here. Now, you could have closed your trade out. Cool. $600 secured. And then guess what happened? You turned back around and got a signal off of that box zone, and you could have bought right there for $180. TP1 hit, TP2 hit. Back up here in the same zones, right? For $264. Uh, so yeah, bro. Let's look at NQU. I think it might be. I think it might be this one. On TradingView, it's NQ. I feel like this is not right. Let me see. I would love for you to have a travel channel with futures and you get affiliate income from the prop firms. That's a that's something I can look into. I feel like it's this one here. Because I don't see any other ones. The chart just looks weird though. The chart just looks hella weird, but it's all good. Is this what it normally looks like on futures? Should look like Braille. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man, on your way in. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate y'all for being here. I'm just doing my part. All right, I'm just doing my part, showing you guys. Man, this chart looks crazy. This chart looks crazy. But even okay, let's just say this is how it is though, right? Even if I know this is weird. I don't really trade futures at all, actually. So let's just say you wanted to just mark this up though. All right, price pushing up into this zone. You could have sold off of this zone. All right, price pushed up into this zone. You could have sold off of that. Boom. Could have sold back to these zones. But I'll be honest, Nasdaq and Nasdaq futures move damn near. Yeah, so Nas 100 and the futures move identical. So where I would call like a position over here on Nas 100, there's people who trade Nas futures, right? They trade NQ on certain prop firms and stuff like that, and it's when I'm in profit, they're in profit, so it moves damn near identical, right? Damn near identical. All right, so here we have a zone. All right, we got our zone here, and with Nas 100, any indices you're gonna make bread. So price is right here on this zone, right? Rejected off the zone, gave you the signal in that zone, perfect, right? You would buy here. Now you just need to look for levels. Yep, it's amazing. Now you just need to look at levels to take this trade to. So there's TP1. And then you can take the next one up here to this green line. Oh, $70, just like that. This on a 15-minute chart though. So let's see, you made $78 in 15, 30, 45 an hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes, you made $78. All right. So I don't know what job would pay you $78 an hour. Actually, let's look. What job pays $78 an hour? Which is $162,000 a year. So that would be technical and engineering, software engineering, DevOps engineers, data scientists, cybersecurity consultants, blockchain developers, medical and healthcare, physicians, doctors, anesthesiologists, surgeons, psychiatrists, consulting, like managed financial analysis, private equity analysis, freelance CPAs, auditors, bro. So you're looking at career, like big careers that's gonna cost time, education, right? Hmm. And you can do that very simple from your house, from the beach, from traveling, wherever you're doing, at work. Like you can do that. And there you go. Price got hit right up in here. It hit your TP too. Those dips are tariff tweets. Ah, that plus the Iran Israel shit that was going on. Yep. Yep. So let me drop it again in the chat for you guys. There's the waiting room. If you guys want to join, again, like I said, it's only 20 to join. It's normally 100. But I'm just trying to take out all excuses for you guys to learn a new skill set and make some money, be a part of a community. I've been talking about this since I've been on YouTube. Why a lot of people have not joined, I don't know, but I'm trying to give you guys the game. Uh, let's look at let's look at oil. All right, look, perfect setup right here. Perfect setup. So clearly you can see that there is two lines here, so we just connect them, right, and just draw a zone. And this was real time, right? So price pushing up. This is oil. All right, got the signal. Where is the next level we can take this price to? Well, here is, let's see. We always want to go back and look. So stay up in here. There you go. There you go. All you had to do was just wait for that signal to pop up. All right, let's run that back again so y'all can see it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Hey, boy, what up?
Yo, what's up?
What part of the world you in now, man?
Yeah, I'm in LA, man. I'm just kicking it on Melrose, man.
You know, there's a lot of girls out there in LA on Melrose. You need to slow down.
For sure.
All right, bro. Just hit me when you come back, man.
What up?
It's a beautiful thing. I was in Bahia trading out of my window at the business at the Buena Vista Hostels, staring at golden brown skin thongs, and the time difference is amazing for the New York Open. Yep. Here the New York Open's at 10:30, so you're already up and at it. I just want to get to know you. Mario says a lot of people think it's not real, but it's very real. Been getting back into it full throttle since I had to stop last year due to trucking and time issues. Real freedom comes from trading. Absolutely. Profits are always better than wages. Profits are always better than wages. And I learned that from Jim Rohn. 100%. Bro, look at this move right here, bro. This right here is beautiful. Support level, signal off of this support zone. Right. So this is what our trade would have looked like. Enter here, stop loss will be below this zone, right? And we target these areas up here. It's about a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. All right, so let's just run out. Look at that. Literally came up, came back down, hit a support, and it's gonna hit TP. This is where market closed at. So could you say that price is gonna hit TP when the markets open back up on Monday? Absolutely. It's gonna hit it. It's gonna come back up here and hit this. It already hit the first one. It's gonna keep pushing up. 100%. But it's really real, bro. I don't know why people. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of people who scam people in every business, every type of everything, right? But it's real, bro. And like I said, there's people in my group that's doing it. Hell, like again, I just showed you guys the trades that I'm in right now. I'm in a small account. I'm in a small account right now, $200, and look how much is up right now. All right, it's a $200 account, and it's up $314. And that's what the trade that I literally just went over with USD JPY. It's a swing trade, but this is $2 that I got. Like 10 cent. All these positions I have equal up $2. But 10 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent. So it's like 20 positions, give or take, to equal in actuality $2. But I just layer them, right? Layer them, layer them, layer them, layer them, layer them, to where it equals out $2 in total. But it's up $314. So nobody can tell me that $2 can't make 314, or you can't turn $2 into something else. And let me show you where this trade has the. So look what this is what makes me happy about you, Jay. It's because it always makes these patterns, but right, you can see price push up, boom, 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 rocket. Push up, boom, 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 and guess what it's about to do? Rocket again. So go to the 30-minute, you can see it even better. All right, push up, stagger, 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 making a flag pattern, rocket. Now it's pushed up again, stagger, stagger. Next week it should rocket. And we got CPI next week. All right, so shout out Aaron Smith, just joined. I'm about to shoot you I'm about to shoot you a DM right now, Aaron. There you go, bro. I just shot you a DM on Telegram. The link is in the chat. All right, here you go. Super. Let's see what Bitcoin doing. Bitcoin's about to hit 120K, guys. We said that earlier. She wanna go and party. And I know just what you want. All right. What up, Daniel? Bro, my jaw just dropped. Did you say you turned $2 into 314 with a small layer trade? Yes, bro. Look, let me show you again. Let me show you again, my guy. Let me show you again. So this is a small account. I'm gonna show you the positions I got. Let me make this bigger so you can see. All right. See these positions? Well, other way. 0.01s. All right, 0.01s. 10 cent. And it's up 314. All right. You can see the account size here. Yeah, bro. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it. And I know just yeah, bro. Literally, I gave this signal out to everybody in the group. I gave it out to everybody in the group. XRP, XLM, XDC looking good. XRP looks amazing, bro. Look, XRP is about to take off again. You heard it here. All right, watch this. All right, you heard it here. XRP is going to take off again here, probably in the next couple of minutes. This is a continuation pattern. All right, boom, 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 boom. It's going to shoot up again. That's just on a 30-minute time frame. Now let's go to the higher time frame, like the daily. Oh, not the daily. My bad. The 1 hour chart. All right, so the 1 hour chart, we got another bullish pattern forming. All right. I know XRP is about to shoot up again because I used to trade only XRP back in the day. Like when I first started, that's all I did was XRP. So boom, 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 boom. It's about to go up again. All right. Bullish pennant pattern. It's about to go up again. Same with Bitcoin. Same with Bitcoin. So you definitely want to start loading up on XRPs. And I actually gave this signal in my chat as well. All right. I told them buy XRP, and that shit boom flew up. And this was days back. Like, let me look and see when this was. Let me go back when I said buy XRP. Hang on. Let me search my group chat. Here it is right here. So look, this was what day was this? Let me go back and show y'all where I called this at in my group. I want to say this was prices at 2.238. This was July 3rd. So let me go back to July 3rd. All right, so this is where I told them to buy right here, right? Because I showed them, I was like, look, price is going to go up. There's a flag pattern happening right here. This is exactly, look, I'll show you this. Can y'all see it? So it was around here, right? This is the flag pattern that I drew up. Price did this thing, boom, boom, boom. But look where I told people to buy it after this breakout. It was actually before price even broke out that I told people to buy. All right, it was inside of here. So even if you just draw this all the way down, price still came back to the trend line and bounced off of this. But look where price is at now, bro. Look where price is at now since I told people to buy. I told people to buy XRP right here. Let me draw a circle. I told people to buy right here. At that red dot is where I told people to buy. Look where XRP is at. And this was July 3rd, bro. This was just recently. That was 9 days ago. And look where XRP is at. So yeah. All you had to do is just follow the signal. I literally told everybody when to get in. It's pumped up, right? And it's about to do the same thing again. So free signal. There you go. Da, da, da. Over what time period was that return on? That was shit. A couple days. A couple days. So just imagine if you would have got into the group with $200 and you would have caught into that play, you would have been up $300 already. And that's not even, bro, look at the overall setup, right? The overall setup, daily chart. We're only at the 300 mark right now. We're only at the 300 mark, literally. And look at this candle that closed on Friday. Massive buy candle, right? So prices already broke out of this trend. It's a W pattern, like I already said earlier today. Price is about to keep pushing up. It's already shifting. You can see the trend line starting to shift, right? So price is about to hit this 678 mark here soon. 1190, 220, 2298. So this, bro, you take a 200 or 100, you could have really did this with $80, $90 with the broker that I use. Because it uses a 1 to 2,000 leverage, so you can risk more, right? You can leverage more. With a 500 leverage, you probably wouldn't be able to do this. But my broker that I use a 2,000 leverage, so I can use more of my money. Bruh, you could use an $80 account and you could have still made that $300. So just imagine going from 80 to 300 or 80 to 380 just in 2 or 3 days. Right? And then boom, you just hold this trade when all your positions are down here, right? And the trade is just running. And it's low risk because it's only 10 cents, right? You're only risking $2 out of the shit. So it's not a heavy, even if it goes negative, it's not eating up anything. But it's compounding over time, right? Then next thing you know, you go from 80 and you got trades running at $678 profit, and you just have an $80 account. And then now you're at $11.90. $2,000, then $2,300 off just $80, just off $2 a $2 risk. See what I'm saying? Low risk, low risk. Um, and H bar is still a good play long term. I haven't even looked at H bar. Is this what it is right here? H bar is about to look, bro. H bar is doing the same thing. You got to pump up. Damn. Hang on. Daniel, same setup that's happening for the other cryptos, right? H bar just broke out literally a few days ago. Look at that flag pattern, right? Bullish pump up, channel, breakout. So at the very least, we see, look at the three targets that price is going to go to or test possibly, right? Look at the levels. So if you're holding this, then look. That's where this could possibly be going to, right up in here. So if you're holding that, do you know how many Caipirinhas that is? Bro, a lot. A lot. Somebody gonna have a Caipirinha today, man. If anybody want to donate to the Caipirinha Fund, cash out, $ vibing with Fred. I gonna have a Caipirinha, man. I need to go have a Caipirinha today. Don't super chat it, cause I ain't gonna get the shit today. But yeah, H bar, Daniel, there you go. H bar is set up right here. You said H bar, you said another one too, XLM. If you want to take a screenshot of that, damn. Appreciate that $19, dog. Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it. Shout out to Fred. Have a great weekend. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, brother. Let's go to XLM for my boy Daniel. Let's see. +3. Same setup. Look at this. So look at the stagger, rock it up. All right. Flagpole here. Look at that. Same setup. All cryptos right now are about to push. All cryptos, even the altcoins are pushing. So if you have altcoins, them too, it's about to rocket. So look, same setup, flag pattern. XLM for my boy Daniel, right? Price pushed up to here, closed above it. Still open right now because cryptos, they don't close. So all right, next level. There you go. So that's XLM. We showed H bar. Genuous Act market structure, and next week is a U. Oh yeah, it's about to go crazy, bro. Like I said, by Monday or Tuesday at the latest, Bitcoin will be at 125K, breaking all types of news outlets. Hate him or love him, Trump is about to get this money for him and anyone who is paying attention. Everybody, please pay attention. Yep. Think what you want about Trump, but Trump put people in position to make bread, bro. That's all I know. All right. Yes, he's ignorant. He says a lot of wild shit. Uh, he has crazy theatrics, but you can't deny the fact that he's making a lot of opportunities for people to get ahead financially. So say what you want, but uh, he making opportunities more than most presidents we didn't had. So with this Trump tax bill signed, everything is about to skyrocket, and then lower interest rates, powerful. Yep. Let's see what news we got coming this week. I know CPI. We got CPI coming this week for sure. Monday we got GBP news, BRC retail sales monitor year to year. We got CPI for Canadian dollar. Tuesday we got CPI for USD on Tuesday, so the markets will fly one way or the other. Wednesday we got inflation rate for GBP. US dollar we got PPI. JPY we got balance of trades. Thursday we got technically NFP for GBP, which is the employment change. Retail sales Thursday, jobless claims for the US dollar. Got the inflation rate year to year for the Japanese yen on Thursday. Then Friday we got housing building permits on Friday to end the week. I think I want to say the week after that, it should be the feds. That following week should be the feds. Let's see. Here we go. So we got Chairman Powell speaking on Tuesday. That following week. Yep. And then we got the Fed conference coming up at the end of the month on June 30th. So inflation, cuts, all that type of stuff. Let's see. XDC probably gonna be the same setup. Is it this one, XDC USD? So here you go. You got a breakout happening. The levels it could possibly come back to. You got this level here. Could see some rejection off of this level. And then you got the other level right in here. And then the top up here, which looks like an all-time high. No, all-time high is over here, actually. Is that the all-time high? Looks like it, yep. So there you go. XCD or XDC USD. What I mine on my crypto miners is Radiant. So this is what I'm in right now. I got about 1 million coins right now mined already. So I'm just waiting for price really to push up. All right, I already have my shit ready. I'm just waiting for price to push up to here, to these levels. Look, I was in the truck when I bought these miners. I was in my truck. I already got it. Tags. All right. Millionaire status up there. So it's a slow process, but hey. What up, Wes? What's going on, bro? Again, for all you guys that's coming in right now, I'm offering spots in my group right now. It's normally $100. I dropped it to 50. Now I dropped it to 20, right? So if you guys want to learn how to trade, you don't have to know absolutely anything, all right? You'll get your course, your broker, literally step by step, to signals, strategies, everything, right? We've already went over a couple of the strategies that I have. Bro, I mean, just look at this setup right here. Look at this setup. I've coded a strategy that works flawlessly. Let's look at this support level here. I mean, this resistance level here. All right. Let's run this back. And you can see what would happen in real time, right? So let's look at this in real time. Actually, you know what? Let's go back here. Let's do this. There's a support level here as well. So y'all know I'm not bullshitting y'all. We're gonna go and look at this in real time. Some people are saying Jerome Powell is about to resign. That's gonna make the shit go crazy too. That's gonna make the shit go crazy too. SP with the 20 ball. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for the inspiration. Here's a couple caipirinhas and coconut water to rehydrate. Appreciate that, bro. Listen, if you guys want to donate, I appreciate the super chats. All love, always. But I don't get those right now. So if you guys want the Cash App or Zelle, that's even better because I'll better get it right now. But I'll have to wait until next month to even get that super chat. All right. So if you guys wanna shoot it right now and me get it right now, Cash App. Let me type it in the chat. But I appreciate it. Much love. And I'm doing what I can to help you guys out with the knowledge and the skill set to learn how to trade, invest, all that good shit, because this is something that was not taught to us. We're behind the 8 ball. We're behind the curve. This is stuff that we need to talk about. All right. So let me show you guys the coding that I made, literally, for the people in my group that purchased this. Super cheap, low cost, and it's making people money like crazy. Look, let me show you. All right, let me show you. Right here, you have a signal, right? Support level. Let's say you bought right here. Look at this money. Look at the money on this screen right here. Look at the profits, bro. This is US 30, right? On the daily time frame, right? The daily time frame. $2,625. All right. How many days was this? So you got into this trade on September 23rd, right? You got out November 26th. All right. Slow trade, right? Patience. But look at the end result, $2,600. $2,600. All right. Close your trade out. Done deal. Done deal. You made your bread. So let me just show you. Here, boom, off of resistance, right? Into the trade. All you gotta do is, again, this is a daily time frame. Each candle is 24 hours, right? So you gotta be patient and let stuff set up. But look at the results. It's most likely going to come back down and hit this area right here, right? Look at the profit so far, $2,400. Boom. See that? Your entry would have been here, right? So you got into this trade. Couple days later, December 5th, and price, you saw profits literally every single day, all the way down to this point right here. And then it reversed back up to your entry, right? So you're not losing money, your profit is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, but you never went negative at all. Price hit off of there again, boom, and dropped even further and hit the take profit fully. Over here, you still could have closed it. But again, bro, like, duh, right? If you understand how things work, you would have easily saw another opportunity to make some money, right? There's a W pattern right here. As soon as price would have broke over this neckline right here, you could have bought, right? Price pushed up, gave you a retest, that red candle, you could have bought right here too. So you could have made money going up, could have made money going down. Either way. Either way. Either way. All right. Yes, XDC is a Singapore company and they are owned by R3. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So again, this is a range, right? Price is moving within this range. Now we're looking for price to, it broke out of the range. We're looking for a price to do this. All right. Break out, come back and retest somewhere and keep coming down. Let's see if it happens. Exactly what it did. Look at that. Exactly what it did. Retest it back in to drop out. All right. Man. Any other questions you guys got? Any other things you guys want to look at? Any other currencies, cryptos? Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum's breaking out as well on the daily time frame right now. See how it's pushed up. Once it breaks these levels, you'll be looking at another push up. Let's check out some of these. Where is that? Let's see what other people are talking about with cryptos. So this is what somebody's thinking that Bitcoin's about to do. Exactly what I told you guys. Let Bitcoin drop again and retest, and then catch it on that bounce back up. Yep. Yep. That's exactly what I think is going to happen as well. I do think it's gonna. I do think it's gonna drop again, but again, I don't think it's gonna drop that low. Right? I think it's gonna just drop back down to. I think it's gonna come back down to at least 106K, like the low hundreds, and then it'll come back and retest up to the 120K, or it might just go straight up to 125K. That's what I think. All right, man. That's pretty much it. I just want to get on here and talk with y'all for a little bit, show y'all some insights of mine. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat again one more time if you guys want to join the group. All right. Again, it's only $20. It's normally $100. I lowered it to $50. I think it was 2 months ago. But this month I'm gonna lower it even more to let people get in. And it's only $20. So if you guys want to get in, join that link that I just posted in the chat. and you can join in. That's just the waiting room. I'll send you a message on there once you join in on the waiting room, get your information, lock you in, and then send you the link to join the VIP. All right. So I'm really just trying to take out all excuses why people can't get in because you guys spend money on stuff anyway. So you might as well invest into something that's gonna make you more money. All right. Uh, but that's pretty much it, bro. That's all I got. I might go live here later on. Not sure, but markets are closed today except for cryptos. So I just, I want to get on here and talk with the people for a little bit. Been on here for like an hour and some change. So we'll catch y'all next time, brothers. Catch y'all next time, man. I'm actually gonna post some of these markups in my group to show guys. So look what Bitcoin's doing right now. Bitcoin just, first of all, this is a bullish continuation pattern, but it gave us a bull signal right here. You can clearly see it. You know what? Let me copy this and post it. So there you go. This is why I think Bitcoin is gonna shoot up again. Probably before it drops, it'll probably go up to at least 120K before it drops again. But this is making another pattern. You guys definitely want to get in on this or keep holding it before you sell off. But yeah, this is about to go up again. So there you go. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the super chats. For you guys who joined the group, you're gonna make some bread. Let's get it, and we'll catch y'all next time.